Are you ready? Do some power shopping.
This is cool.
This is the final 40 minutes of Jay's biggest blowout year-end event ever in 22 years. We've got coral for you, and it is a strand, multiple strands, okay? At 109.
Five strands.
Oh my God. Not three, not one. Okay, we're at 5. And the appraisal came in at over $200. We even have some matching earrings, and we'll give you the item number there. So you can build the suite. Ooh, with this ring.
Okay,
yep.
But check this out, coral. Okay, we've only had less than a handful in 4 days. I've been on for 4 days. I know that you probably get tired of me after 4 days, but we're down to 30 minutes plus is all we're down to. This is brand new, so you still haven't seen all the brand new.
Right.
Nobody has seen this.
Saved some stuff for you guys,
We've had only 4 or 5 coral designs. During the whole 4 days, there's not a single one that didn't sell out. This is one of my favorites, a brand new design. We actually faceted the smaller coral beads, and this is all cut from the actual coral rough. It's a fantastic price. You get 5 strands, waterfall. You can see the smaller beads on this? Okay, that's natural coral. That's genuine coral that we've actually hand faceted. Every one of them. Think about the time and effort it takes to take those small pieces of coral, and they sit there and they do what they call free-form faceting on them. They literally do that with a pair of tweezers on a diamond lap wheel. They sit there and each one they hit, like they'll hit it 7 or 8 times, do the facet, put it aside. Do the facet, put it aside. Then they take a diamond Dremel and they drill it. And for people who aren't aware with coral, coral, to be honest with you, in the next few years, you probably won't see coral from me. I mean, you might see a coral piece here or there. They're really, there's no fresh harvest. They still do some red Mediterranean fresh harvest coral. There is Hawaiian black coral that they still do some fresh harvest. But the majority of all coral now is they're just not harvesting it anymore. They don't do it. Coral's all controlled under the CITES program. CITES, where 158 countries got together, and they protect things, because you want things to be, you don't want to be selling endangered species. You don't want to be doing anything where you're hurting the environment. And so there's just not a lot of coral rough anymore. What I love about this is we've done all the hard work for you here, okay? Number one, have you ever seen, especially politicians, okay? And you probably, I don't want to get political because everybody gets tired of politicians sometimes, but anytime you ever see anybody, or let's say a CEO of a big company,
they're wearing red, aren't they?
Okay, and they come out and they're giving you the big news, man. They're breaking the big news to you. I mean, this is going to be the news of your lifetime, right? Yeah. What are they always wearing? They're wearing a red tie, or there's something red. Or if you have a CEO, a woman that's doing this thing, or a congresswoman or a senator or whatever, that if you notice a lot of them, what they do is they wear this color. They wear this bright color. It is a power color. This particular red is like a power color. I guarantee you, you'll get people's attention. It's like a red flag. People will go right to that. Look at this on Ursula. Look how it lays. You get 5 strands. As you can see it there, she's not even moving, and you see it sparkle. That's because you're seeing the individual hand facets. Brand new. We saved it for the last part of the show. You're just getting to see this for the very, very first time. Look at the size of this.
See, just frames your face. We're gonna wrap this up. I took it right off the little neck form here because I'm just so attracted to it. We wanted to